Mike Coia, your sales and leasing consultant here at Lynch Toyota. And we're going to take a couple minutes today to go over the 2013 4Runner Trail Edition. The Trail Edition is different than the SR5 and the Limited. The whole truck speaks rugged, ready, reliable for both on and off-road. We're going to start first going over a little bit of performance. I know some of my co-workers don't like performance. I heard that last week. John, if you could give that to, I think it was Mike Davis doesn't like performance features. Underneath here, we've got a 4-liter, 24-valve, more's better, 4 per cylinder, V6, variable valve timing engine producing 270 horsepower, 5,700 RPMs, and more importantly, 278 pound-feet of torque at a low 4,400 RPM, a ton of available torque. The motor's made into a 5-speed electronically controlled automatic transmission with intelligence. The transmission actually learns how you shift. You can shift it in an automatic mode or a sequential shift. If you want to be in control of the transmission, you can do that. The motor and transmission is what's going to power the vehicle. We've got a lot of four-wheel drive to talk about. We're going to get back to that in a minute. Underneath the suspension, it's not your everyday average road suspension. It's not meant to be. In the front, you have a coil-over spring, dual double wishbone with stabilizer bar and gas shocks. Sounds extensive, it is. In the back, we have a 4-link, a multi-link suspension, coil-over spring, lateral rod, rear suspension with stabilizer bars. A lot of jibber-jabber, okay? What it means is these wheels can get on different planes drastically off-road. They can articulate the rear of the lateral rod when let that tire move. This is important for four-wheeling. But that's your suspension. Brake system, we're going to stop all this thing once it gets going. 4-wheel ventilated disc with ABS, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist. And all that combined with a 265/70 R17-inch tire. It's a wide tire. It's got 7.5 inches on the road. That's big, okay? You need that to keep you where you're going. So that's a little bit about performance. We also want to talk safety. Toyota's dedicated to safety, and it shows in all the vehicles. I always start with some boring stuff. You got your seatbelts. Toyota doesn't think they're boring. It's a 3-point seatbelt with emergency and automatic locking retractors, force limiters, and pretensioners. The idea is to keep you in the seat in case of an accident. In the second row, you've got 3 seatbelts, 3-point ALR, ELR seatbelts. We talked a lot about airbags. They don't do any good if you're not strapped in. Strapped in, you got front airbags, side seat airbags for the front passengers, knee airbags, front curtain, second row curtain airbags. So a ton of airbags for the vehicle. Toyota Star Safety System, vehicle stability control. It's automatic, it's passive. You don't have to do anything. Going around the corner, you're going too fast, you're sliding forward, it'll brake inside wheels, bring you into the turn. Traction control will also give you power to the wheel that grips and reduce the power to the tire that's slipping. So that's your Star Safety System. They have latch in the back for your kids with anchor tethers, 2 latch systems. You have tire pressure monitors so you know if a tire is low without actually having to see it, feel like it's squishy. So that's your safety feature from Toyota. On the outside of the car basically is very unique in that it's a Trail Edition. I brought this back from Margie. I hope she's here. She's off. She likes this. Hood scoop on the front. The only Toyota with the hood scoop. You have your fog lights, your smoke bezel front, and smoke bezel rear tail lights. This is strictly a Trail Rated Edition feature. Alloy wheels, black roof rack, black handles, black heated outside mirrors, black over fenders. All that is Trail. So that's a lot in the exterior of the car. We talk about off-roading. You have 9.5 inches of clearance over here. That's even getting bigger. That's underneath. You have a front angle of approach of 33 degrees. It looks a little like a Hummer. The rear angle is 25 as you depart. Breakover point in the middle is 24. What's that all mean again? Jibber jabber. It's great off-road. If you're going down the road and a truck drops a cinder block in front of you, run over it. You're not going to hit it. You'll clear it. If it's up on the edge, run over it. You got skid plates underneath you can't see. It'll pulverize the cinder block. You'll get the tailgater behind you with all the debris. With any luck, it's a general sales manager driving a fancy Avalon hybrid. Let him explain that to us. Outside of the car here, let's look at the inside for a minute. I love the inside. It's meant for me. It's not fabric. It's not leather. It's water-resistant fabric. It's meant to get dirty. You're going off-road, you're full of mud, you're full of dirt, you're full of ducks, deer, whatever you kill that day. Hop in the truck. When it gets dirty, you can wash the interior of the vehicle. Other more mundane features, dual power seats, driver 8-way, passenger 4-way. Tilt wheel. you have a full complement of power equipment. You also have fold-down seats in the back. You got a 40, 20, 40 split. There's a tremendous amount of cargo room back here. These seats fold up, this seat folds down. Rear window goes up and down. If you got 2x10s, 2x12s, 2x14s, you can slide them through the rear window. There's a lot of room in the back. I can actually do the duck walk in here, which is not bad. I'm not tall, but there's a lot of room. This thing is awesome. Slide out tray. Your heavy gear. If you're out on a trip, you got compressors, generators, cools, heavy things, coolers full of beer. You don't want to have to reach in and get them out. This will come right out for you, make it much easier to put on the ground. It's not for show. It's got a 440 pound capacity. You can put it, Big Brian can sit on this thing. It's not going to break. It's stronger than every chair in the used car department. So that's a little bit about your interior. I really like the fact that you will get a sunroof with the vehicle. Let me show you that. Because there's a lot of stuff in here I want to talk about, but I don't have too much time today. I know you don't either. This is where all your four-wheel drive is controlled from. This is a truck. This is not all-wheel drive, not symmetrical all-wheel drive. It's not real-time full drive. It's a truck. You get in it, you drive it to pusher, rear-wheel drive. You tell it when you need four-wheel drive. I need 4 high in the vehicle. I go down to 4 high. I go up to 60 miles an hour on the fly. Wet road, snow, a lot of snow, got some leaves, four-wheel drive. Things get a little crazy, I can put it over to 4 low. That'll get you pretty much anything you got to run into. You get in more trouble, you can lock the rear differential. That puts both the tires in the back at the same speed. Tremendous traction. You get really nutty, this thing will get drive itself. Pro mode is something that's unique to the Trail Edition 4Runner. The Pro mode is actually Land Cruiser technology on a 4Runner. It's $80,000 technology that you get for half the price.
Close the door.
I'm having a field day. Thank you. I need that. This car will drive itself out of the snow, the rain, the muck, the rock, it's like terrain. If you're going home, you don't have to drive. If you're John Hagen coming back from the lake through that bayou he calls his backyard, crawl home with me. You can't even get busted because you're not driving, okay? Forget the John Deere, okay? 1 minute. How you there? It's time to party. Everything looks wonderful. Let's talk about warranty. 3 years, 36 bumper to bumper. 5 years, 60 powertrain. 5 years, 60 restraint. 5-year unlimited corrosion. Complimentary care, 2 years, 24 maintenance, 2 years, unlimited miles roadside assistance. A lot of warranty. Mike Lynch gives you free keys for a year. Tire and wheel protection for 3 years. Excuse me, 3 years on the keys. Everything sounds wonderful, I know. How can you get one of these? We got great incentives. We still accept cash, no problem. Write the check, you're out of here in 45 minutes, your truck. We have lease special. Toyota runs a lease special and a lot of variations in the lease special. You can put multiple security deposits, bring your interest rate down. You can do a one-pay. Your Encore presentation, if you have a Toyota already, you get a better rate than the guy behind you without a Toyota. If you had a Nissan in the household, trade that in. Excuse me, you don't have to trade it in. Just have one. I'm gonna give you $1,000 less than the guy next to you. As well as that, the finance services will get long-term, low finance when they promise us. Great rates for any term you need. You got a trade-in? Come on Tuesday. The used car manager's off. The general sales manager will do anything. I guarantee you, Wacky Tuesdays will get you more for your trade than it's worth. We'll deal with it Wednesday afternoon. Now, I'm sure everything looks great and sounds great, but the proof's in the pudding. So let's close this thing up. Take this big boy over here, get him in the driver's seat. Let's go for a ride. Thank you very much.